This living without sun is hard at this time of night.
Well, my sisters, they've got her working till 10 o'clock every night, and so I have to stay up until she, well, she drives, but I have to stay up to let her in and to make sure everything's okay. And then she doesn't go in until 1:30 then the next day. But I gotta be up at, I gotta be up at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was like, Dina, you gotta get off the shift. I can't handle it.
She's so sweet when I go in there. She's so proud of me.
Okay, it is 5:15, and we'll begin the meeting. First, to make a comment, Larry and I both talked to Steve this week, and he was doing pretty good, had a little setback. He's had a cough for about 5 weeks, but he thinks it's allergies, but he sounded good and ready to get out, I think, in the world a little bit better. So
Yeah. Yep.
Good.
Good to talk to him, good to
Yeah.
hear his voice that he was doing good. Okay, first order of business is approval of last month's minutes. Assume everyone received a copy, and if there's any questions, comments, changes, or corrections, we'll entertain a motion.
I move that we accept last month's minutes?
Last month, okay. We have a motion, we have a second,
I'll second.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And we go right to the, Larry, the skate park.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you a little update on that. I had reported last month that we had gotten $40,000 from the DECO grant. Since then, I went to the Board of Works and asked permission to apply for K-21 grant and the AWS Foundation grant. We're looking to apply for 50% of the project from the K-21 Foundation and then $50,000 from AWS. So Stephanie will be working on the AWS one. I'll work on the K-21. So it's a work in progress, but we're trying to get all the funding we can for this project to make it happen. So that's where we're at with that project. So.
Excellent.
Yeah, good update, thank you. Next is the determining the fees and the changes, if any, for the rates for our facilities for 2026. I trust you all had a chance to review the recommendations that Larry suggested. And I think can we look at each one individually and then maybe do one motion at the
Yeah.
end?
Sure.
Is that all right?
Yep.
So we'll look at the start with the campground rate adjustments. The recommendation came in, and keep in mind first that we had no increases in 2024 and 2025. So we've kept fees pretty much the way they have been for 2 years. So I think the recommendations that we raise rates for the campground were well warranted, considering how electric cost and labor and supplies and everything else has come up. So the recommended increase for the daily rate is 40 to 45. The weekly rate, 250 to 275. The monthly rate from 600 to 700, and the seasonal rate was 2,500 to 2,700. I think for the facilities that we're giving them water, unmetered electric, and sewer, plus the
Trash?
the trash pickup, the mowing,
Internet.
internet is
Yeah.
included with that.
Yeah.
Any repairs and things like that need done to the place, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I saw
Upkeep.
that the electric fee just for the 1 year was up about 9%.
Yes.
So from 2024 to 2025, the electric alone went up 9%, as well as the labor costs. So if you look at the seasonal rate, that's only asking for an 8% increase, and that's been for 2 years. So if you take that, it's really only a 4% raise for the last 2 years, so I think.
Do
I
you
don't
think that should be raised more? It doesn't seem like that's going up very much
It's
for,
keeping up with, I
As
think
you-
as far as dollars, it probably is from 25 to 27. Larry, what's your, I mean, obviously, you've done the math on this, and
Yeah, I think it is. I think that'll help us with our cost for the electric that we incurred out there. I think it's just something that we're going to have to watch and look at on a yearly basis. I feel comfortable with the 2,700 fee, if it's so raised to that, to make things work with the calculations and everything. I think we can, our budget for, the proposed budget for 2026 will accommodate that. So
because that's literally where you make all of your money.
that's a big part of our revenue.
I mean, the seasonal people, you said there's only like 5 spaces.
We try to leave, in talking with Ira, our campground manager for next year, he's got enough seasonal to really fill the whole place, but we want to keep 4 spots open so families can come and visit and camp. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave 4 of the spots open and the rest seasonal. And we'll sort of-
Do those 4 spots usually, like, people
They're
go in?
booked, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to call early to get them booked. They come on a daily basis or a weekly basis or sometimes a monthly
The
rate.
last
so,
one
yeah.
you had increase, was there any backlash or any, like, complaints?
Oh, there's always somebody that says something, but
But they
most
still
of the,
fill.
most of the campers understood what they're getting, and I think if they go look at any other campground in the vicinity, we're as cheap and offer just as many services or more than what the other campgrounds offer. Yeah.
So you send somebody out twice a day to empty their trash?
Yes.
Like, not each individual camper trash, but just like.
Well, they set it all on the street.
Yeah, so-
Along the trail, and Chris goes by and dumps it, picks up their trash and does that in the morning, then he does it again about 3 o'clock before we go home. Yes. So it's twice daily.
That's nice.
Yeah. Well, it keeps down on, pests getting in it.
Critters.
Animals,
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why we do it.
I think that's probably reasonable, but I think, as Larry stated, we're all hesitant to raise it every year, but I think that's something we really need to take a look at as a board, to look at these on a yearly basis. Some may not, and as the recommendations are, there's some changes in here, some proposals that you haven't suggested we raise.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. I think as far as facilities, I mean, you hit it on the head, Larry, wages, supplies, and utility cost. We always look at those and try to make a judgment. Yes, we want to create some revenue for the city. We do not want to price anybody out of being able to use our facilities. So I always look at that objectively and try to be fair about our prices, but yet understand that we need to, pay our bills and make some revenue to have a budget. So, yeah.
And no prices are going down. I mean, our costs, none of our costs are going down, everything, and we have to maintain and keep up with that,
Yes,
so,
yes.
if we're, to be responsible.
So Jill, are you comfortable with the 27 for this year?
Yes, but I don't think that's too much. I think that they're getting, as you say, a very good deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For 2 years, only 200? I think
Yeah.
that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go down to the adjustments for the Zimmer Biomat Center Lake Pavilion. Obviously, we all know what a first-class facility that is. And again, I think the recommendations to increase those are actually pretty modest. Again, the full facility, Friday through Sunday, from $600 to $700. The 2-day rental, and I did have a question on that. The 2-day rental, Friday and Saturday, is $1,200. Now, was the
So the intent on that, Larry, is that we have a lot of wedding parties that want to rent it a Friday and a Saturday, so they can set up Friday and have their weddings Saturday. or Saturday, Sunday, either way. So the thought process is so they're renting it for 2 nights, but we're not going in and cleaning the night between rentals.
The one night.
So we have no labor cost in doing that. So that's how we thought we could, accommodate it for $1,200 or the $600, because we're getting them to rent another night, but yet we're not having to clean for that night. So that was our thought process behind that. And Suzanne comes across this. There's opportunities, and some people would love to do this if it was just a little bit cheaper. Then, well, it's going to save them $200 if they rent 2 days now. But it's also we're not going to have to clean it after their first day's use. It'll be after the 2-day use that we'll go in and clean it. So.
Right, thank you. Then going on down the list of the full facility, Monday through Thursday, $450 to $500, which is certainly insignificant. The main hall, an increase recommended increase from $500 to $600. And the main hall Monday through Thursday, from $300 to $350, which again is really insignificant. The conference room would remain at $250.
Yeah.
I assume that the conference room is not necessarily rented that much by itself, or is it?
It is not. We think that, when people, then when they do use it, that's a good cost to have that. And, it'll attract them to that if we keep that price at that point. Yeah.
Any
And
comments?
the rentals, I mean, all of the different varieties of the rentals, we're pretty much booked, right? I mean, it's my
Yeah.
understanding that,
Yes. Yeah, it's
Suzanne's
it's
pretty
a
much got her
well-used
books full.
facility. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, we're constantly cleaning. I just told Sean the other day that we're going to book Monday and Tuesday of next week. So we have time in to go in and do some things that we need to do that we don't get to do between cleanings. I mean, we want to deep clean, we want to take care of some things. So we're to that point where we're using it so much that we've got to block out a couple of days to go in and deep clean and do stuff. So,
Good.
yeah, that's a good thing. And just a comment on this, I mean, the facility that we have, if you look around anywhere else, you're not going to find it for this. I mean, so many people make the comment when they come to the facility, well, we can rent this for 2 days, what it costs us just for the facility at another venue. So I think it's fair. I think it's reasonable. Yes, it is an increase, but I think it's an increase that's, again, due to utilities and cost of labor. So,
Okay, comments? Then we'll go on to the Fireman's Building. Again, Monday, a slight increase, $25 on the Friday through Sunday period, from $275 to $300, and the Fireman's Building from Monday through Thursday from $225 to $250. I think those are extremely low increases, and it seems like, to me, that's kind of a hidden gem back there. Compared to what our total income is to the expenses, and as nice as a facility as it really is, I think people are getting a real bargain, and I can see why it's rented the way it is.
yeah,
Well, it's had a lot of updates in the last couple of years.
it has. Yeah, new flooring.
Yes.
um,
So,
Yeah.
it's an improved building from
Yes.
what,
It
is
is.
it rented?
Quite often, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, all of our facilities are rented quite often, as far as the night youth cabin, the fireman's building, the pavilion.
And this gives people a nice option. If they don't want to go to the Zimmer Biomet Pavilion, they don't need that size, they've still got this is a really nice facility, like you said.
Too, even the night youth.
Yeah, and even the
Yes.
night
Our
youth cabin
families
gives,
enjoy using both facilities.
yes. Yep.
When, I seem to recall you saying that we are going to do some expanding over at the campgrounds, or will that impact the fireman's building at all?
It will
Or that
not.
usage there?
No, it will
Okay.
not, yeah.
We have a nice fence up there.
Yep, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, if there's no questions on the fireman's building or comments, we'll go down to the NIU cabin. Again, just a very insignificant increase, at least as possible, considering the expenses. Again, Friday through Sunday, proposed $25 raise, and then on Monday through the week, Monday through Thursday, $25 to from $150 to $175. I think, again, anybody can argue that should be any less. Comments, questions? Okay. Go on to the seasonal facilities and rentals. The recommendation here were to keep these the same as they have been previously. The Central Park Plaza at $225, the Lucerne Amphitheater at $200, the Lucerne Cabins at $75 Monday through Thursday, and then $100 for Saturday and Sunday. Picnic shelter remains at $75, and to reserve a picnic table in the park at $5. Going on, the delivery of the picnic tables in Warsaw at $15, and within the township at $20, and the sawhorse tables at $10, and $15 for the township. Are the sawhorse tables, is that more of a nuisance than it is? I assume we still,
Oh, we rent them. We have, what, 23 of them that we rent
Yeah,
out,
okay.
and we rent them. I mean,
Yeah.
they're out,
Okay.
yeah.
I guess I
Yeah, they're
didn't
out.
realize.
I
Yeah.
think garage sales are a big
Garage sales.
customer for that.
Okay.
and-
Is there a time, like,
We do it from
seasonal?
April to October,
Yeah.
the same as the campgrounds is open, but,
Even these, the Central Park Plaza,
Yes.
picnic shelters, those are
Yes.
just until.
mhm.
I
Yeah.
think it's probably your biggest community,
Resource.
yes, happiness to people
Service
is,
for
and
I think
You get-
we're the only park department in the state of Indiana probably that still delivers picnic tables or sawhorse tables. So it is a benefit to the community, and a lot of people take advantage of it. And as far as the other seasonal facilities, we don't have as much in supplies and electricity on those facilities. And we feel that it's comfortable where it's at as far as how often they're rented. So I think holding the line on those,
It's so
Will be fine.
convenient, I mean,
Yeah.
as a, customer, having been a customer of the tables, I know, my gosh, we don't have any place, at Cardinal to put, a bunch of tables, but then you have the big event, and you're gonna be outside, and you're celebrating. Oh, my goodness, what are we gonna do? Oh, we'll call the park department, because they have these tables, and they'll deliver. So it is a great convenience at a minimal cost. So I'm happy we do it. Not just because I use it, but because.
Okay. There's no comments or questions on that. We'll go down to the damage deposits, which I think, Larry, you had recommended keeping that the same.
yeah, I think they're
Seems
adequate.
to work
They've-
out well.
We haven't had much damage. I think we've kept, maybe $100 or $200 here and there, but other than that, I think people have been, pretty good with the facilities, and so I would recommend that we keep it where it is. So,
And then lastly is the senior services, the monthly rent. Again, a very modest increase
Yep.
from $1,350 to $1,400. And I think that's well warranted with the increase of the electricity and the supplies and the cleanup that our people.
This is something that we've always talked about. It's a service to our seniors. You look at commercial rental space, it's probably double what we charge them. But I look at it as it's a service to our seniors and something that this community needs. And if we can basically get our utility cost and things out of that rental, I think that's part of our responsibility to provide to the citizens. So I know they struggle for money at times, but I feel it's necessary to go up another $50 just for that monthly utility cost, so.
Does the new cabs bus route stop there?
I'm not sure if it does or not, yeah.
Oh, I should know that.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe we do.
Yeah.
They have their own bus, though.
They do.
Oh.
Yeah. We have worked with them on, when they have needs beyond their own bus service, we've worked with them to help provide transportation, but
I
the
think
new
they have a
Lake City
couple-
Loop does not stop there, not yet.
I think they have a couple buses and maybe even a couple vans too, that they take people to appointments with, so,
Oh.
yeah.
Do they pick them up to bring them to do activities there, or?
I think they would if they needed transportation, yeah, yeah.
Good.
Okay, if we went over all of the recommendations from Larry, heard any comments, any other comments, questions? If we are good with that, we would entertain a motion to accept as recommended.
I move that we accept as what we've come up with,
Okay.
talked about.
Presented?
That works. We have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Naomi seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? There you go.
All right, thank you, appreciate it.
Going on. Maintenance, Don.
Yeah, so our electrician and some park staff had to make some electrical circuit repairs in Central Park. We did that in the past few weeks to try to stay ahead of the Christmas display. They had to dig a few trenches and cut some sod and got it all back together, and I think we're in good shape for the display. Park staff, our carpenters, also helped make significant repairs to the outdoor stairwell here at City Hall. There was little to no support on the outside edge of those. That whole wall was pretty much deteriorated and rotted away, and almost the only thing holding it together was the metal tiles screwed together out there. So, working
We were lucky
together.
nobody was hurt. and
Yeah,
it's just a matter of
it would have been a
time.
matter of time, I think. Yeah, a good gust of wind catching that probably could have ripped it right off. But they noticed it here at City Hall. They reached out and asked if we had the ability in our department, which we're lucky to have 2 carpenters. So we sent staff up here. They ripped the whole thing out, put new wood in there, new supports underneath the stairwell, and then reattached all of the metal siding out there. I'm sure they saved quite a bit of money for the city in doing so. So once again, we're lucky to have some of the skilled employees that we do have, and not only for us, but for the rest of the city when they need help with something.
I think Jill might have asked this a couple of meetings ago in regard to a different job, but does that mean that department then pays the park department for the labor, or how does that work?
They don't pay for the labor, but they pay for the material.
Okay,
So if we're doing a job, at the fire department, the police department, or city hall here, their budgets will pay for the material, but we still pay for our labor.
okay.
Yeah. And it works both ways. When the street department comes and pays a lot for us or something, we pay for the asphalt, but they pay for their labor, so.
Yeah,
It's
most
good
cases, we're able to schedule out, so we can work around anything we have going on in the parks. Obviously, if there's an emergency situation, we'll help out however we can, but yeah, everybody's really good reaching out ahead of time so we can plan ahead of time and do what we can to help. Moving on, also, Button Timmons has begun work on the Higher Park restroom. Yeah, they are. They have the floor poured, and over half of the exterior block walls are up. They've been kind of working in and out of the weather, so we didn't see them today. Park staff has been working with them. We've connected the water line, the sewer hookup. We've ran the electrical already out to it. And our electrician's currently working with them as they raise the block to stub up our conduits. So then we'll go in after they're all complete with the construction and wrap up all of the wiring and stuff. Just some of that extra work with the sewer and water and electrical, we're able to save money on the construction job by doing that in-house.
Is that anticipated to be open?
Spring,
Spring,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I imagine Button Timmons will be wrapped up fairly quickly, once they get a few good days of weather. And then over winter, we're going to go in and button up our end with the electrical, and then the plan is to have it open in the spring. Yep. We're currently in the process of blowing and picking leaves. We were kind of talking about that a little bit earlier. We've pretty much been around to all of the parks at least once, and then some of the parks, as soon as we leave them, you can't tell that we've even been there. So we're plugging away. We're trying to keep up with it. Hopefully one or two more times we'll be all wrapped up with those. And I don't know if anybody was by this morning, but the Christmas lights are up, and we did our first test of them this morning. We actually had quite a crowd of cars driving through. We're going to be testing daily in the mornings now to see if there's anything we missed, make any repairs. We figured out this morning we still needed to run a few more extension cords, but you can't tell that stuff until you try to turn them on and see what's not working. So I thought it looked really good, though. I mean, for the first light up, normally there's stuff out, but I didn't think it looked too terrible. Oh, geez, yeah. But yeah, we'll be ready to go. We're in good shape there. And then the Young Tigers will be running the concessions trailer there in Central Park also. Is it on Friday and Saturday nights?
Friday and
during
Saturday
during
nights,
the season. So come buy hot chocolate or some popcorn.
They also donated a quarterback throwing a football and a cheerleader to put by the trailer LED rope lighting by the trailer. So they donated that to the light display this year. So
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
thanks to
That's a
them.
neat thing to have.
And that's all I've got.
Okay, Sean, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any questions for Sean? Nope. Anthony?
Okay. We've had a great month since I saw you last. So on October 24th, I know I had told you that we were going to participate in Spooktacular. We gave out goodies to over 1,000 children that night, along with flyers announcing all of the good stuff that was coming up at the Parks Department. So we saw a lot of familiar faces, but a lot of people that really didn't know what was going on, and I got to talk to people, which I always enjoy doing. So that was good. And then on October 28th, I always say this every month, but I think so far my favorite thing was the new chocolate class that we had. Came back and I told Larry, I'm like, oh my gosh, that was the best thing ever. It went perfect. We didn't have any problems. It was completely sold out, and people are begging us to have more chocolate classes. So I think for some other holidays.
So what did you guys do?
So we made big candy bars, and I think we had about 20 different toppings they could add to it. And then we let them make like jewelry or keychains, and every single person participated in it. Some of the kids ate one of their chocolate bars. Some of the parents are like, save some for later. But it was just fun because it was all ages that came. I had a really good time that night just watching everyone.
Yeah.
So my husband and I had taken a class like that on a vacation. And I'm like, I'm taking that idea back to the Parks Department, and it was a huge success. So we're thinking maybe Valentine's Day, Easter, some other holidays to have it, because we sold out very quickly. We could have had several more classes, but I wanted to try it just to make sure, that I could handle it, and it was great. So
Where was that held at?
we had it at the Fireman's Building.
Oh, okay.
So I use the Fireman's Building for most of our classes that we're doing like that. I just think it's a great place. There's good parking. It's got the restrooms. It's got, the kitchen there. It just works well.
Was this an evening class?
It was. So we had it from 6 to 7 and 7 to 8. And we filled up both sessions. Yeah, so we will be adding more of those to it. So it was fun. Then I had another good night at the Performing Arts Center with Chris Lake. I partnered with him a year ago. We were like, what can we do to better serve the community? So we had a family movie night there, and we had over 500 people at that movie night on December 8th. Again, a lot of people that we normally don't see. The concession stand line was to the door. We
November
had
8th.
meet and greet. What?
November 8th?
Yes. Sorry, I said
Yeah.
December 8th. It was November 8th. We had meet and greet with the Grinch, and Chris had, oh gosh, what is it called, Suzanne? The instrument that takes the pictures, the photo booth. What do I want to call that?
Oh, like the Lambot, the
Yes.
360 thing?
Yes, so we had that there, and families got pictures taken with them. And the Grinch had a lot of fun too. So, and I walked over and I was watching the movie, and everyone was sitting in there having a good time. And we actually have another one coming up.
Was one of our
on-
park employees the Grinch?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Who, I was gonna ask if she was in a costume. but-
No.
I know you were a minion for Halloween.
I was a minion for that, but no, the Grinch is not a park employee. It's just a volunteer that wanted to be a part of it.
Santa's waiting.
Grant, the grant
Yes.
is grant.
Yes. Yes, so that, it was great too. So we have another one of those coming up in January at the Performing Arts Center. That'll be on Friday, January 16th with the movie Frozen. So I think that'll be another successful night. Santa letters have opened up. I believe the last I looked, we were about 16 letters. Santa's workshop has opened up. The morning session is completely sold out, and we have 9 spots left for the afternoon. And then we had Imagination Station today with 50 participants, 7 new families, and when I got a chance to talk to them, most of those families have relocated here or been brought in here by Slate Automotive. So they are looking for things to do in the community. They've heard, of things we're doing through social media, the city webpage, some neighbors, and they were really happy with what we had today. We had Curious George theme. It was really fun, and they said we will definitely be back. We gave out flyers today. And then we have Light Up the Night on December 5th from 6 to 8. Santa will be there and reindeer. So, and I know I sent out an email if you guys are interested in helping, but I do have some volunteers from the Key Club coming in to help us this year. So, lots of fun things happening, and it just makes me want to plan more stuff, so.
If I can mention, in the parade that she's talking about, the park department is putting a entry into the parade this year. We've made a sleigh, a 12-foot by 6-foot sleigh. We're going to have the Grinch in the sleigh with the presents, stolen presents, his dog, and
Cindy Lou.
Cindy Lou.
Cindy Lou, and then we're going to have him lassoing a tree in my truck, pulling the tree out of there. So it's all fun. We've been working on that a
The
little bit
parade
too,
is December
so we can do that.
The parade will start at 6 o'clock. It'll wind its way through Warsaw. I have not been given a map or the route yet, but then it'll come by Central Park where I will be with Santa and the reindeer.
Yeah.
So, and the sleigh is absolutely beautiful. The carpenters did an amazing job with it. It's so fun. I hope you get
Had
to
a
see
good time.
it.
I think we need to do a photo op like with the whole, you made us
Yeah.
be on the monkey bars to take a picture
Yeah.
for that. I think we need to
Put
do the
everyone in the
sleigh.
sleigh. Yeah,
There's plenty of room.
There is.
Here it is.
There is. Lots of presents.
yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
like everybody's having tons of fun. That's the way it ought to be.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Larry.
Then our Employee of the Month for October has been Michael. As Sean mentioned, Ben was instrumental in the working with the staircase out here, but he's also had a productive month at work, and just his attitude and drive is just a leading force for our team. Just a great employee to have, and as Sean said, we're just lucky to have that skill set on our team. So congratulations to Ben.
And every time I see him, this
Yeah.
is literally him.
Oh, yeah.
Fun to be around.
That's always it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Any other comments? Jill?
I can't think of any.
Okay,
That's unusual for me. I usually,
all right. Well, thank you, everyone. Stephanie, Suzanne, Sean, Larry. It's a pleasure to be a part of this group. So,
and it was a great luncheon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Oh, yes.
okay, if there's nothing else, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I move that we adjourn.
And a second.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank
I have
you.
my card up on my refrigerator.
You guys are great. You guys are great. I can't believe all the stuff that you do.
Awesome job,
It
Larry.
seems to me like from the time I started